We back, and we glad to be back. You glad to be back, babe? I'm
Miss
glad to be back.
y'all.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back.
Miss y'all peoples.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Nah, 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 nah. No, 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 no.
Y'all like my shirt?
All right, let's get a few housekeeping things out of the way. This podcast is brought to you by us, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson.
I'm gonna say
We,
housekeeping. Clean up already.
yeah, we're
What that was
here, episode 111 of the podcast. We're back. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Make sure you rate, review, and comment on this podcast.
I thought you said we didn't do that no more.
Yeah, I'm doing it now. I don't care about that dumbass shit. That damn motherfucker.
Yeah.
Man, whatever.
Okay.
All right. So before we get to the messiness of this podcast, we got to first tackle some local stuff from the DMV area, right? Stop making sure. We got to make sure we tackle the local stuff, right?
Okay. Get into the bull.
So, in Virginia, we all love the dogs. There's someone putting treats in the park and putting fish hooks in the treats. I don't know what this world is coming to where you feel like you're going to internally try to destroy someone's dog.
Oh.
So I'm asking myself, what on earth is this world coming to? Right? Make this make sense, man. People are pretty freaked out about this. And they're trying to get to the bottom of it. Say, but why do something like, why would you do something like that? Take the time to sit in your house and put fish hooks in dog treats.
Somebody don't like dogs, or somebody tired of people not picking up the poop.
But I feel like the folks in Virginia will pick up the poop for their dog.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. You know they moving the Section 8 people out the city into Virginia.
Yeah, I forgot.
So
they are making more affordable homes in Virginia now.
You know,
black people, for some reason, they too good to pick up their dog's poop.
It's not black people. It's
so don't make it.
Just don't give a damn.
I sit back sometimes, right? Even in my neighborhood, people are starting to walk pets more, and I just stare a little bit to see if when their dog come into my yard, are they gonna pick up the poop?
You have people who take their dog to a designated area so they don't have to, and they know that area isn't occupied by people that walk in that area,
but that is true.
In that spot. So, I mean, somebody's mad. Somebody that don't like dogs. They said, I'm not going to kill a human. I'm going to kill the pet. Like, it's a serial pet killer. I don't know.
But that is true. If you have told someone, you put lanes around, you've had a conversation with someone and they're not listening, I mean, I don't know if I go that extreme.
Because in the Virginia area in parks, they got all those posts. They got the doggy bags. So you can't say you don't have a bag because you can grab one from there. But they even got the little dog fountains for dogs to drink out of in Virginia.
But I do agree, if you're getting so sick and tired of people letting their dogs just pee and crap in your yard, because they say dog urine will destroy your plants, and that's the truth. I know they will destroy your plants or whatnot, but I don't know if you should go to the extreme, trying to harm dogs internally because you can't get your way. You just come up with new methods.
A lot of people shouldn't go to extreme for a lot of things, but look at the world we're in right now.
Yeah, we're living in a terrible world. So DC has an emergency bill that's supposed to address violence in the district. I read the goddamn bill, and the bill to me personally doesn't address key issues. I mean, one thing I saw in this bill is, I know DC has a no chase law. So if a criminal jumps in the car and they run from the police, you're supposed to pull back and not chase them. Now, DC has added a provision to the law now that states if the person provides harm to the community and has been extremely violent individual, you can chase this person.
DC is too congested with tourists, trains, bikes that it's gonna be big lawsuits. Big lawsuits.
Yeah, but the chase ain't gonna be happening inside the city. It's gonna be they can be trying. I think everyone who tries to run from the police, their intention is to hit an open road. And most times open roads are your highways and your byways.
Well, if you're smart, you won't hit an open road. Because you know they can chase you.
Yeah, but these youngins can't drive, so that's why they're heading
You
towards the
navigate through the city and make their asses jump sidewalks and stuff. But it is what it is.
I
No matter what the city try to put in place, you have to properly vet and hire people that's actually going to do the job. You keep putting people putting the plans in place, but don't put the right people in place. So it makes no sense.
Well, and you also need to bring back the jump outs.
What?
Because I remember back when we used to hang outside a lot. When we got pulled up on the jump outs, they made their presence known.
Baby.
And listen, you got to get away. I know police brutality is one of the key topics that went into defund the police.
But see, the jump outs weren't like that.
Sometimes you need that aggression to get your message across.
The jump outs wasn't like that. They jumped out on you. They was like, look, they gave you warnings. You know what I'm saying? They gave you warnings to say, hey, like, look, if I come back, I'm going to whoop your ass. So, like, yeah. But nowadays, it's just...
I do agree with one councilman where he stated they need tougher laws for juveniles that commit crimes.
Facts.
And the sad part is, it's the truth, man. They need to amend the laws where juveniles are protected to a certain degree, where you feel like you can rehabilitate them. Like, no, these juveniles are doing more crimes now than more adults were doing back in the day. If you really want to open up and make space for them in the jail, you need to get rid of all those drug criminals that's in jail right now. The ones that were selling ounces of marijuana that you got in prison for 30 years. You open up that space up, and then you can provide space for these young little hoodlums that don't know no better.
Sit their little wannabe grown asses in general population for 90 days. I guarantee you.
Yeah, because they angry for no goddamn reason, man.
And that's the thing, because back in the day, it was you got a young dude to do something because you knew they wasn't going to get all the time because they're young. But nowadays, they get out of hand with it.
Yeah, so
it's nothing that a parent can actually do that has done everything that they could have done and tried to do when a child is rebellious. There's nothing you can do about it. Once they get in the streets and you've told them, don't do this, don't do that, these are the consequences, and they still decide to go do it, then they need to deal with the consequences. It's the bad thing of those who don't have anything to do with it, who hang with the wrong people. Now, that's the problem, because they be the ones that get the time and gotta sit and stuff for something they didn't do. But
yeah, because I was watching a video, right? And I just want y'all to hear a little bit of it because I thought it was a little disturbing. And then I'll read you the bill and then we'll move on. Let me find this video real quick for y'all guys and just listen to. You can't see it, but you definitely gonna hear it. And I was a little shocked by the video, y'all. Because the family is doing a GoFundMe for this man. So right now, man, we just listen to this. It's a brief pause. But when you hear this shot, it sounds crazy, dog. But just listen to the kids after they do it.
Well.
Yeah, you heard that?
Yeah, you heard that?
That is a gunshot.
That is a gunshot.
Now listen to the child.
Listen to the child.
Why the fuck he was better get out?
So he shot that man, not knowing if he had a gun or anything. He just shot the Lyft driver because he was reaching. He could have been reaching for his phone to call the police on you motherfuckers. He could have been doing it. He could have been reaching for anything. He could have been reaching for mace.
But
you shot him because he was reaching to protect himself.
Him reaching in his car. Why you shot him? You was in the wrong for whatever your plan was. And then, everybody got a camera, a Ring camera.
Shot that man because he was reaching. And the sad part is this man was a military interpreter. So I promise you little young hoodlums, they get ready to put the money behind that case to find your behinds. It's about to be out of the hands of the DC police. So the council member that introduced this bill is Brooke Pintos. They say the measures are necessary to prevent repeat offenders from further harming and traumatizing our community, hold perpetrators accountable, and protect and support victims. Those are the 3 key points of this bill. I read through the bill, and yeah, there's more. I just hope that this bill addresses deeper issues that are victimizing our communities across the United States, not just in the district. Because we saw that situation that happened in Baltimore where everyone was just out having a good day and block party. I hear there's videos where you can see this young little 17-year-old that they just arrested pulling the gun out of his pants and just letting off. And they said when they caught him, they recovered 16 guns. Like, what's going on? So the Regal Cinema and Gallery place now has a new owner.
And they
So
about
for
to
all
stay
the people,
open?
for all the people who thought in February of this year that movie theater was closing, it still should close. The new owner that took over the lease to that place, they still should close it. That place needs work. I walked in there yesterday and it was extremely hot. You just went to that movie theater, boo. Y'all sat in that movie theater and the temperature had to be at least 80 degrees in that theater. No. And you talk to the manager.
It wasn't as cold as it normally is.
You talk to the man. Yeah, it's cold on one side of the movie theater, and it's hot on the other side. Do not go there. If you want to have a good experience, go to Springfield. Go to the other ones. That Regal one in Gallery Place. Movie theaters are good, but who wants to go to the movie theater and be uncomfortable? I'm not going to the movie theater to sweat.
Especially after you don't pay all that money and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to the movie. Now let's get to the madness.
But that's why people go to Alamo and stuff.
So, Shirley Strawberries from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Oh, we got a strawberry letter, y'all.
Listen. When I first came across this story, I thought it was a joke.
Read the strawberry letter.
Listen, I thought it was a joke. So when I first came across this story, I went to actually try to go on the Steve Harvey Morning Show podcast website to see if she actually did a strawberry letter about herself.
Of course
I didn't see anything, right? So I let it go on. Because you know how the algorithms work. I think the algorithms now understand I do a podcast and I'm always looking for topics. So they just throw topics at me, right? So when I saw it, I read it. I'm like, this can't be true. So I Googled. I didn't see shit nowhere. Right? Man, 2 days later, oh my God, this other website popped up in my algorithms and threw the whole entire story at me. And I said, oh shit. Oh shit. They are accusing everybody of everything. But more so, they're pointing at the husband and his mistress. The husband has been victimizing people. Defrauding people. Being a scammer. Not paying his bills. Defrauding bouncing checks.
Scamming gas court.
And
scamming.
And there was also a report, allegedly. There was also reports, allegedly, that Steve Harvey has a house in Dubai and that he was trying to get
Abu Dhabi. He was trying to get him to send him over there so he can get extradition.
Now I sent all 3 videos to my wife and I let her watch it after I watched it. And she just said she had so many questions. So baby, spare your questions, babe.
First off, Shirley, listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show and listening to how she be responding and her take on these letters, right? And how she be so strong-headed and be like, I'm a take no shit type of person. So I would have never expected, for one, for her to marry a convict. That's one. Okay? I know people come out and they're a changed person. But the way she carries stuff and do things, I'd have never thought she'd be that type of person to marry a convict. So that was my first one. Really? You married this man? Okay.
You married that man, and before you married that man, you knew he had issues, but you were hoping and praying that he would change. Listen to me. When you have those sort of issues, like you listen, the story kept saying, right, do they believe that she wasn't aware that the situation was going on? I do believe to a certain degree she had to be aware that was going on. She just tried to like turn a naked eye. She tried to focus on her business and what she had going on, and she probably almost felt like she was appalled and shocked that it wouldn't even be going on, so she avoided it. The man's a cheater in this story. He had a mistress, someone he was doing these crimes with.
And she look a hot mess.
Oh boy, man, she looked like that Section 8 mother.
The way when I read this, listen to him because there's audio. When I listened to him and was looking at it, it was given that Shirley's older and felt like she was older. She had a younger man.
She didn't have any other.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was going after her. He was good on the eye because she's old and I mean, she is what she is, but it was like a stunt because he proposed to her at the studio in front of everybody. So it kind of gave you like, oh my gosh, I really like him. If he did it in front of everybody, let me go along with it. But I was really conflicted because the way she be carrying people on these strawberry letters.
Yeah,
but
she
then
need to have her cousin call in. I mean, send in that same exact strawberry letter about herself. And I want to see her response to her own situation.
Because she also be saying, sometimes save your marriage, but some things, criminally things, aren't worth it. And this is criminally because not only is they trying to say that you got something to do with it because it's a recording of you and him talking, but they trying to say Steve's in it.
Yeah, they trying to group Steve, and Steve got too much to lose.
He got too much to lose, but
Steve taking care of too many people.
But Steve be quick to nope, I ain't doing it. You get what I'm saying? So no matter who it is or who it's for.
Well, it's a criminal charge now, so we already know they can't speak about it. The only thing we're gonna hear, the only way we'll know and get a response from the show and the people on that show is if they walking somebody out of there in handcuffs. That'll be our response.
I need her to do her own strawberry letter. Like you being everybody else's business, sis. Yeah, but that's just like Monique. That's on 95.5. Samuels, your man.
My guy.
Yeah, his wife. She thought she was gonna file for a divorce and it was gonna get sealed. Sis, who are you? And this was in April. She was denied. And now she want to finally come out and speak about the situation.
First of all, as cool as Chris, as good of a left tackle as Chris Samuels was, he does not get the glory that most dominant left tackles. Because before Chris Samuels, there was Trent Williams, but before Trent Williams, we always had a dominant left tackle. So to see the way his post career is going, where like no one talks about him and he kind of just fall behind the scenes, I was kind of shocked about this situation.
It's a good thing because he seems like a humbling person.
Oh yeah,
he don't want the confrontation, he don't even want the issues or whatever. But that wife, that big mouth, that wife, man, absolutely not. And that's just like me. It's been times I ask my husband, what? Why me? Because this mouth and the stuff I say, man, I wouldn't. Nah.
But coming back to the Shirley Strawberry, girl, you better distance yourself from that man. You better go on file for divorce.
To the left.
But the one thing is, I was talking to somebody earlier this week, right, about protecting your friends, not just protecting your friends' interests, but protecting your friends' emotions. But in this situation, protecting your friends' assets. I'm talking about Shirley Strawberry protecting Steve Harvey's assets.
But that's not even like friends. They like family.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like family.
Like once you started getting, I know she ain't just hearing about this like us.
Absolutely not.
She better get ahead of it because it before it blow up. Because like I told you, the algorithms just was sprinkling a little bit of seasoning each day. And you
him
better.
And homegirl in Atlanta trying to get over. Everybody trying to get over in Atlanta.
I don't know what it is about Atlanta.
Everybody trying to get over in Atlanta. Trying to give businesses and land and all this stuff, and then no follow through. And man, it's crazy.
Yeah, but if she had, let me stop touching this in the end. But if she had a idea that my man was that type of guy before she married him, maybe she should have not did that. But again, when you like of a certain age and you what's the word? You're a little self-conscious about yourself, and someone younger comes along and you haven't been getting the love, people prey on that type of stuff. So it's a chance that my man probably used her celebrity to further
His scam.
his operation. He used her celebrity, and the sad part is that guilty by association shit is real.
Fact.
She may not have knowingly been a part of his Ponzi scheme or his illegal businesses, but because she helped fund it, she is liable financially. And that's the thing. She has opened herself up, her friends up, and that show up to lawsuits. And you gotta practice with your peach, man. Tell you talk all that trash on them Shirley Strawberries, man. You better best believe the people are coming. Because the way folks are talking on social media about you, they clowning you, girl. They clowning
That
you.
strawberry is molding, baby. Because what? I can see if she was that type of person, and it was like, yeah, I can see that. But she don't even give that vibe. So I'm like thrown off. Like, what? Really? Nah, absolutely not.
So how do you feel about dudes who go to jail and come out as Muslims? They say according to a 2019 Ministry of Justice report, some non-Muslim prisoners are being put under pressure to convert to Islam with threats of violence. So my theory behind it is they being punked to become Muslims is true. Because at first I kept thinking like this can't be the thing. That was the mindset I've always had. Because when you specifically know a person go in jail, they like, yeah, I'm a thug. But then they get in jail and they get their ass bullied and punked. So they join the team that's going to protect them inside the prison cells. Gang.
Muslims are gangs. I don't care what nobody say. You're not gonna say Bloods, Crips, Muslims. They're a gang too. They're a gang too. The bing pass slanging, incense selling, paper up are gangs.
So you think Farrakhan is the leader of a gang?
What? They'll slaughter you like the pig they don't eat. Try it. I don't want to hear that. You're not going to tell me that you all of a sudden going in and you off some street shit, doing your thing, and then you come out all fake, all praise to Allah. All of a sudden you don't eat bacon and you not going to have sex until you married? Lies. It's all bull. It's all bull.
And then the thing is, who is watching you when you get out of jail for you to keep up the same image?
The people at the corner gallery that be sitting out there doing their whole prophecy and all this stuff.
They be
sitting out there in the heat.
They be on the stage too,
looking crazy
with freaking bullhorns
shit on. Man, get out of here! All these religions have a motive, and whoever they can fish and bait to fall for stuff, they're gonna let you go with it. But it is what it is.
So it seems like we have a very popular. We're in a popular time where these celebrities like to share the good and the bad of their relationships on social media, and a lot lately has been a lot of bad.
But we need the balance. Like, don't just show the bad. If
show
you want to show the
when
good,
it was good.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just show the bad.
So 2 weeks ago it was Russell Simmons and his family and their messiness. This week now is Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill done got all sexy and got all small, and now his ex-girlfriend want to come out the woodworks and put out, me putting this out to social media now, it just gives me healing. Me sharing this with his millions of followers and trying to
Help her
sabotage
mental
him
health.
is helping her mental health. How the hell is that helping your goddamn mental health? Trying to publicly sabotage that man's career and try to blackball him. Make that make sense.
But that's just like in situations where, like, prime example, if I was decide to get thin, small, and skinny, I'm gonna start feeling myself. Then I ain't gonna want nothing to do with a lot of things. I'm gonna think I'm shit, And she probably felt like the way he was, nobody was looking at him. Now she ain't got him, and what's going on? She like, nah, ain't nobody else gonna be able to deal with it either. I mean, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah, because why you couldn't put this out when he was fat?
Hurt people hurt people.
Why you had to wait till that man got all small, got his tummy tucked,
out here killing it,
pulled out his designer silk, slicked his head back with that with the
gorilla snap,
and now you say, I'm feeling good. So for most of it, just relief and validation is what's coming out of my butt. Yes, true. Audience is getting bigger. Yet somehow I continue to feel less trauma and more relief. But maybe because I've already been through being a celebrity and all the public attention that comes with that. Girl, bye. If you don't get your ass onto a new dick.
She don't get on that surfboard because he said he ain't doing the surfing. She don't get on that surfboard and go out there and find her what's the little surfers?
Speaking of that, say plain and simple, if you need surfing with men.
Go do your thing, sis. Go do your thing.
Bonderless inappropriate friendships with men. To model, to post pictures of yourself in bathing suits.
My thing is, if you get with somebody and they were doing stuff when you got with them and you decided to be with them and that's them, there should not be an issue with them continuing being them.
This is Jonah, though, texting her.
But I'm saying, the thing is, stop trying to get with people and then change them when they was doing this while you was in the dating stage, talking stage, and all these things. Stop doing that. If you knew that I was a Instagram model and I did this stuff and you got a relationship with me, you know that's what I do. So there's no need for you to even have a conversation with me about, hey, I'm going to need you to stop that. No, the conversation going to be like, hey, I'm going to be your cameraman. We're going to go shopping for some extra stuff. We're going to get this money. It's not for you to try to change somebody from what you already knew they was doing. And that's the biggest problem. People keep trying to change people into what. Go build your fucking Build-A-Bear and do what you need to do on your end and figure out. Like, people had this list that be so fucking unrealistic. That's why the fuck you got roses, bullets, pussy pockets, and all these things. Because nobody's going to deal with it. And then if somebody settle for it and go along with it, then that's when years down the line, you got this shit, the trauma, the issues, and all. But you settled for that shit. Like, stop settling. If you got an issue or problem, communicate. But if we get in this situation and I already said what I do and you cool with it, don't try to change me on that shit. Don't. Because it's not going to happen. But people fold for dumb shit and fold for money and don't stand on their own morals. Like, if you're an ain't shit person, you're an ain't shit person. And if somebody love you and your ain't shit ass, then that's just what it is. But you don't have to appease to all these people and different things because everybody is going to have a problem, no matter what it is. No matter, that's even like with me and my cooking stuff. Oh, she ain't got on gloves. Bitch, I'm cooking for my family. Why the fuck I need gloves on? Like, people bake cakes and shit that don't wear gloves, that roll fondant with their hands, they done touched their ass and dug in their nose with. Like, but you ate that cake. It's just shit like that just be like, you can't let people and you can't let social media put you in a headspace where you got to question yourself. And that's where all these broken relationships, divorces and stuff, it's because media, social media, these TV shows, you've been with somebody for 17 years. 17 years. You've dealt with I'm quite sure, some crazy stuff. But then you start feeling yourself, and then you start letting social media get in your head. Then all of a sudden, y'all going through a divorce for
I
stuff that's
promise
been
you.
going on for a decade. Like, come on now, make it make sense. You want to wait until you 6 kids in and in your 50s to want to go get in the streets? Man, bye. These people be blowing me. They do. That's why I don't care. When I say stuff, I don't care. I really don't care. This pause stuff, it's fun. I enjoy it. Support my husband. It's the love. But I don't care about y'all. I don't. Because y'all going to say what y'all want to say. And it's not going to change how I feel about shit. It's not.
Well, from that take she just had, clearly it's not working in the favor that she had. She don't give a fuck about y'all. Next topic. Kim Jong has issued a ban on suicides in North Korea and will execute anyone who fails.
My man said you wanted to kill yourself, and
If
you
you
didn't
don't
kill
do it,
yourself.
I'm gonna kill
We gonna
you.
kill you. We don't worry about it.
Listen,
Your failed attempt
so how does that
will be my pleasure.
So how's that going to work? Am I supposed to report that I decided to kill myself?
I'm quite sure because of the democracy and how they have over there. The hospitals,
Clearly,
they connected. I'm quite sure they connected with the information in the hospitals and stuff. And they like, oh, he tried to kill himself? Finish him.
Yeah,
like, what?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how the hell how you gonna find me? You gonna I guess you got to report the address. You right? They must have connected with the local hospitals.
He's connected with the law and everything.
Information. So they're gonna come to your house, knock on your door, shoot you in your head, and finish you off.
Nah,
finish him.
They're gonna get you at the hospital. Since you're already there, send them down to the morgue. No need for you to go home.
No, they just gonna inject your ass with poison.
You ain't want to live anyway.
They'll put that shit.
We gonna help you.
They gonna put that shit in your IV.
I said, what? If you failed at a suicide attempt, we gonna help you succeed and going to meet your maker. What the what? But that's the stuff they can do over there in them foreign countries, baby.
Yeah.
Keke, do you like me? No.
Well, clearly, Keke boyfriend didn't know her.
Y'all boyfriends. Wait a minute. Mike, stop.
Keke, I told you stop touching that mic.
My boob bumped it.
Stop leaning on the mic. It won't move.
Shut up. Y'all boyfriends gotta stop thinking y'all getting husband status. Like, come on, Ando. You're a baby father. You pregnated her. You got so much to say, but you ain't married her.
I got so many thoughts on this.
Like, come on, man.
I want to get my thoughts out.
Why didn't you propose to her, get married?
Man, fuck that shit you talking about. Listen, no,
because
fuck that. Sonya, stop that shit. What? No. You knew before she left out that goddamn house what she had on, nigga.
How?
Stop trying to. No, man. He saw what she packed.
Did?
Man, get the fuck out of here.
They lay together?
Yes.
Who said that?
Babe, they live together, babe.
Who said that?
Sonya, I don't give a fuck, babe. We first knew about this guy when she was pregnant. She introduced us to this man.
Right.
I agree with her and I agree with him. But the reason I'm more on the side of her is, dude, you knew who your woman was. She's been a celebrity for 20 plus years, man. She been popping. But the fact that she showed her whole booty to the arena in Atlanta or wherever she was for that Usher concert.
It was Usher.
My man said, it's the outfit though. You a mom. Dude, you knew that's what she was packing for this concert.
It's the outfit though. You're a mom. But he got a whole video of her clapping her ass.
we live in a generation where a man of of the family doesn't want his wife or mother of his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others and get told how much of a hater he is.
But
This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case. No,
So
you
your
don't rest your
standards and
goddamn
morals-
case. Because if you knew that's what she was wearing already, you don't need to post this. First of all, you could have had that conversation publicly. You didn't need to go on social media and try to alienate your girlfriend.
Wait, privately.
Fuck that.
Privately. He did it publicly. He could have had it privately.
Yeah, I just said that
No, you
without
didn't.
saying that.
You
I said you could have
publicly.
texted you. That's me saying private
No,
without
you
saying
didn't say
private.
text. You said you could have had that conversation publicly. Instead, you did it on social media.
Publicly with her.
Privately. Now, what he can go do is go feed that goddamn baby and mind his goddamn business. Because at this point, sir, you tried it. And if you felt like that with your family, why you ain't marry her? Like, what boundaries and stuff is set? She's single. She's your baby mother. She can do what she want. And it's not the first time, second time, third time. Like, get out of here. She went to an Usher concert, and that was the biggest issue. It was Usher. He gave her a hug, whatever. They did their little serenade. You got in your feelings. That's okay. It's okay.
I'm still sticking to this. Dude knew what she was about to wear to that concert. It ain't like she publicly trying. I mean, it ain't like she trying to hide something from him. I'm sure he watched her pack this stuff up.
But you keep saying that. Where do it say that they live together?
Babe, they got a child together.
That don't mean nothing.
Where does it say they don't live together?
But that's what I'm saying. You can't say that he knew what she packed. It doesn't matter what she packed or whatever. It's he have these standards and his morals that he want to stand on as a baby father. A boyfriend, baby daddy, y'all have no real rights.
So whose side you on?
Until you married.
So
once you're married, you're one. Everything is joined.
So you saying you're on the side of being married?
What? I'm on the side of what he said is irrelevant.
Oh, okay.
Like he put out here with his morals and stuff for his family. Dude, you're responsible for your child.
So
that's it.
So he's not allowed to have that position though.
No.
Why?
Because he's just a baby father.
He might be no, he's a baby father. He's a parent first. Let's normalize him just being a father, not a baby father. Let's normalize him being a dad. Let's normalize him being a father. And let's normalize him being her boyfriend.
Who said that was
with the potential to be the husband of the future? You said who said that's not her boyfriend? Clearly he's a boyfriend if he has that position. If he was bold enough to even tweet that, he has that position.
Right.
He's the boyfriend. See, what the problem is, we have these opinions because Keke hasn't addressed it. She's just letting it die down. I'm sure she's gonna address it because she has a history of being honest about her personal life. She doesn't try to hide anything from the public. So I'm assuming at some point in her own time, because remember, Keke Palmer has a podcast now.
But on
Amazon.
My take on it.
No promoting for you, girl. But I seen it.
Is the issue
with her dress?
With her dress. If you feel as though that is inappropriate, it's plenty of other things that she's worn. You get what I'm saying? Now because it's mesh or whatever, if you feel some type of way about the situation, that is something y'all could have communicated about. But still, she is grown. She can do what she wants. That's the biggest issue. Is people fail to realize you can advise, but grown people gonna do what they want to do, no matter who you are. But you're just a boyfriend, and you're just a baby daddy. Like I said, care about him being a father, being a dad. He has no position to publicly go in there and try to bash and shame her for living her life.
He does have a position. He has the position of the father of her child. That is a position, right? And he he can be a good father. He doesn't have to just be a baby. See, that's what I'm saying. You got the game twisted. Everybody, just because they're not together, that doesn't necessarily make him a baby father. That is still her child's father. That's what I'm saying. That's ghetto. That's why I say that's normalized him being a father, not a baby daddy. Just because he's not married to her doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't have the right to have that position. That's the truth. That's one thing that's a part of it. That's part of being a protector. There's a grooming period for that. There's a moment when you have to be groomed to be a husband.
Well, he should have groomed and wore rubber.
You said what?
He should have groomed and wore rubber.
Maybe she wanted him to be the baby daddy or the father. You don't know that. You can't tell him what position he can't have just because he is the father of the child.
You can't. That's just like me telling you as a boyfriend what you can and can't do. You're grown. You still gonna do what you choose to do. And if I choose to deal with it, cool. If I choose not to deal with it, cool. But to publicly deal with it, like, no. Like you said, it should have been a private conversation.
Maybe he's upset because she turned her ass around and kind of like bend over for us a little bit. I don't know. Maybe. I do. Like I said, I have a position on both sides of it. I think, yeah, maybe he should have handled this differently. Maybe he should have discussed this with his girlfriend or his child's mom, that he doesn't respect what she did and how she did it. And he probably did, and she probably ignored it. So he chose to do things this way. But I don't necessarily think that he should have chose this position and used the public social media to do it, because he knows how her likability goes beyond just the five walls of the United States. It goes far wide. So that once he made that position, he should have knew that was gonna go viral.
It's called insecurities.
Yeah, or he out here doing something he ain't got no business doing.
He's insecure. Because how many women, not relationships, with somebody married that been out here with their cheeks out and we ain't got no issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sierra did it. What Russell do? He was over there smiling. Gabrielle did it. Like, come on now. Get out of here, man.
So Royce Reed alleges Dwight Howard asked her to be what is that, babe?
The matriarch in his polygamy relationship game he got going on.
I don't know, man. Right now is a popular time for these celebrities to try to expose their significant others through social media. Like, what the fuck is going on, yo? Like, that shit is like back to back to back. And then once they do this type of stuff, they be so quick to tell people to mind their business or talk trash. But if you didn't put that business out there, they wouldn't have a position, or they wouldn't have a position in the matter. They wouldn't even have anything to say because they wouldn't know. We didn't know for a while that maybe Dwight Howard wasn't the best dad, or wasn't a responsible father, or what he was doing behind the scenes. We had no clue about this. I mean, I've heard rumors about it, but it wasn't none of my business. But when you start putting these things out, and then you open up your house door to everyone's comments and all this extra shit, then what? You ain't got nothing on.
Because people stupid. Like,
wasn't she on Basketball Wives?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
My thing is,
how was she on Basketball Wives?
Annoying.
Oh, well, then that explains
so people
everything.
In life, right? You get with somebody, you're dating. That person has children or a child, right? While dating this person, you don't see the person with the child. The person barely talks to the child. The child doesn't bring the child. The person doesn't bring the child around you. That's normal in the first stages of dating because people are trying to protect their children because people are crazy, people are creeps. People have motives. You're dating somebody a year, 2 years, you still don't hear about a child, don't hear them talk to the child, they never get the child. What the hell makes you think that by you having a child by this mofo, that's gonna be different? Okay? That's my biggest thing. And then when on top of that, you think things gonna be different. You think you're gonna change somebody and then it don't work out and then you go and have another kid. Like, you set yourself up. You set yourself up. Like, no. Ain't no way. Absolutely not. You're crazy.
And then you can't get mad when the public start pulling receipts on your ass and how bad of a parent you are.
That part. That part. And no matter what the situation was, when it happened, how it occurred, or whatever, it still happened and you was there. No matter who house it was at. Then the situation where she was like, you let your child get molested, but you still let him see the kid.
Yeah, because court docs revealed that Royce Reed's underage son allegedly engaged in inappropriate conduct with a minor. Claims led to her child neglect charge. So if your child, which you are responsible for, and you're responsible for watching and caring for, goes out and does something, and you turn a blind eye to it, you are responsible for it.
She said it happened at his house. But wasn't you there?
Exactly.
Don't care who house it happened at. You was there too. Like, come on now. Let's make stuff make sense. Hey, common sense ain't common. So, at this point, social media is the outlet for everybody for their outpour and their cry. You could call him a deadbeat. You could say he don't do this, he don't do that. He just doing stuff for social media, likes, pictures, and all this stuff. But how he get to take the pictures and stuff? How do he get to be able to do those things? Because you still let him see the kids. So it is what it is. It's either you gonna deal with him or you're not gonna deal with him. That's just what it is. Kids can get to the point where the parent has to protect the child's peace, and whenever the child is in danger and issues, things that come up that end up being court related and things of that nature, it is nothing wrong with saying, hey, the safety and security of our child is not good in your hands. And while this child is a minor and under my roof and consenting things, unfortunately, we won't be rocking with you. Now, once the child is of age and be able to do on their own, 18 and about their business, and they want to deal with you, cool. But while they're minor, I got to protect their peace. I don't understand what is wrong with people saying that, but some people just need a babysitter. That's just what it is. You need to be able to go out and do your thing. And you like, look, go to your father's house. But you already know, or go to your mother's house. But you already know what could potentially happen. But you gonna still do it anyway. You don't give a damn about your kid. That's just what it is. You want to be in the streets, live your life, do your thing. Hey, but if you feel like, look, I'm gonna put myself in a position where I want to be outside. I want to do my thing too. So you gonna have to, do your part, stand up, be a stand-up citizen. But once stuff start happening that affects your child, their safety, security, and your child's peace, just for you to go out and do your thing, nah, absolutely not. Not to say that you should keep the mother or father from their kid, but when it comes to the safety and security of your child, you gotta protect them kids at all costs. Then you out here with these joints that's out here robbing, killing, and stealing.
So a close friend of mine did a popular show. This close friend now is now married. And due to him doing that popular show, his wife is being stalked.
Hey guys, I hope you all are doing well. Just wanted to check in real quick. So many of you follow me and follow my wife, and were probably very upset with the story that she posted a couple of hours ago about a gentleman who kind of followed her around Starbucks because he wanted to inquire about the nature of our marriage and me specifically. And what's frustrating about it to me is that people take such liberties with our spouses for people who've been in these situations before. As you all know, as well documented, Shannon suffers from PTSD. She's a survivor of MSD. And the fact that this person felt very comfortable to do all these things in order to talk about a show that's been off the air for about 4 years is ridiculous. You know, myself, other people in my position have a hard enough time trying to move on in our personal lives and our professional lives without having the added pressure or bonus of people still harboring resentment or emotions or feelings about our appearance or what they feel that we are and what we feel like we should have done and who they want us to be. You know, we're already placed in the fishbowl because everything we do is going to be looked at and dissected in many different ways. But to then take it upon yourself to put my wife in a vulnerable position is not only is it disrespectful, but it's not allowed, because I wouldn't do that to you.
Well, I'll say to this, right? And we kind of just was talking about men being groomed to be protectors of their family and what that looks like. Sometimes, right, I go out in public with my wife and I mean mug. I don't mean mug because I hate anyone. I just want you to understand, you fuck with my wife, you gonna get it. I'm setting the blueprint. Don't fuck with my wife because you gonna get it. Now, I went and looked at, I had to make sure I investigate this before I talked about it on the podcast. Also reached out to this person and told him we'd be talking about this on the podcast. So I went to his wife's page and I read the message that this person sent to her. The person literally said he was following her around as she was going from store to store. He said he was close enough to know that she was on the phone handling business. Went to every store that she went into and said, I wanted to approach you, but I saw that you was busy. Listen to me. That is fucking scary.
First off,
I would not want my wife to ever be put in that situation. I think that's way beyond disrespectful. It is not about what I would do to you and if you would do to me, because I don't know you. But I also understand when you do these type of shows that are popular, right? You got to understand there's a certain situation that comes with these type of situations. You open up yourself and then you expose yourself, and that's not no excuse, right?
I'm quite sure, because was this show before her?
It was before.
Okay. My biggest thing is, since you was handling that much business that your head wasn't on a swivel and you ain't noticed somebody was following you. Especially if he said that she suffered from PTSD and stuff. Like, your head went on a swivel already. Like, come on now. That there, watching your surroundings is a must. Is a must. It was just the fact that he messaged her to let her know
That he was doing all this.
that he was doing all this.
That he or she was doing all this. Because I couldn't tell from reading whether it was a her or him.
It's just the point that situation could have been a whole lot worse. So this person does have some kind of boundaries because they never approached her. But baby girl need to put her head on a swivel.
I'm going to tell you this now. This person has PTSD for a reason. So she has a particular set of skills that could potentially have harmed this person.
But her head still needs to be on a swivel because that could have been handled in with one of the 30 party places they went to. You get what I'm saying? My biggest thing is your safety and your security. You didn't notice that this person was everywhere you were? Like, come on now. But of course, like he said, when you do stuff and shows and different things, you're in a fishbowl. So when it comes to your spouse and things, that's a conversation y'all need to have. Look, I was on this show. It's a potential. People will come up to you. It may be this, maybe that. Woo, woo, woo. Are you comfortable? Are you cool with it?
Clearly, she was because she accepted it. So she
So,
accepted him as a husband. So my thing is when, let's say, for instance, because they have a child, that they were out and she was with her child. In that instance, right, you become you become a protector of your child.
right.
And I, as a father, I wouldn't want to learn from my wife that happened, knowing that my child was with her. So I can understand his anger, and I'm not here to place blame on nobody but the person that was being a creep. I'm telling you, you creeps, you YouTubers, you stalkers, you jumpers, you better watch out because there's a place in hell for you, and you can meet your maker.
But men, women,
Watch
everybody,
your
watch
energy.
your surroundings. That's just what it. Watch your surroundings.
Watch your surroundings, but also, man, there needs to be a certain level of respect. I don't care if you are a
You
fan
can't
of a show.
expect yourself out of other people.
And I also think the one thing I think a lot of people that have some sort of celebrity behind them, there is a part of being a celebrity. There's the good part, and then there's a severe negative part because there's people that are stalker of some of these reality shows. They enjoy them so much. They have so many questions. Like, girl, because my man, like, I watched a little bit of the show. He was a little bit of an asshole on the show. So there's a possibility
because he was on the what was that?
Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a possibility that the person was like, "How do you deal with him, girl?" Because that nigga on the show was an asshole. He just seemed like he didn't care. He was heartless, such and such. But still, man, like, don't not say nothing. Don't just follow this person from store to store and then send him a message. Then send the person a message. I don't know how you sent the message. Then send him a message, and well, I know how you sent the message because if you following him and he linked her to his page, then that's probably how you reached out to him. But man, leave these people alone, man. These people have personal lives, man, outside of the celebrityness that comes behind their lifestyle, man. Like, you better watch out, man, because I just say, man, she might be a open carry person, man. She'll pop up your ass,
And that's what they get.
or she'll boop up your ass. Then then you jamming her and her family up, trying to protect her peace and her situation.
That's what he get.
What is the M? What's the M? The one, other one he said. He said PTSD and MTDD. What is it?
What? MTDD.
Yeah, what was the other one?
Oh no, I didn't hear no MTDD. I heard M, but did he say MSD?
Yeah, what's the
The multiple sclerosis disease.
Oh yeah, so
immune deficiency type thing.
Yeah, so she also says she's open about her PTSD, and she also says she gets a check once a month. I don't know why she said that.
So she paid for her disability. That if something happens, somebody run up on her, she shoot your ass, hurt your ass,
to
whatever.
protect herself.
She gonna go to.
Yeah, she just wanted you to know you could fuck around and get gat.
Fuck around and find out. Cause she gonna go to her confined spot. And they here. She gonna go to St. E. She gonna sit for a little bit. They gonna give her a Haldol shot. Benadryl, something, level her out. Send her ass back home. Why you have a dirt bath? So.
Yeah, nigga, you better watch yourself.
A lot of people need to stop.
You fans, man,
out
you
here
better
with
chill out.
People and creeping and all that
watch
stuff.
yourself before you break yourself. Break yourself before you watch yourself.
What? You just be going far left with it. Because what?
Oh man. Yeah.
All right, so you
Yeah.
yeah.
I ain't got no more.
Is a man asking for spousal support week?
Oh shit! It must have not been. It must not been no reason to talk about that shit. Yeah, man. Why the fuck Stevie J out here asking motherfucking
Faith Evans.
Faith Evans for spousal support like he ain't got no money?
We ain't got money yet.
I don't know, but if I'm, are you weak?
His bag is gone. Jocelyn doing her own thing. His bag is gone. That mouse face reaction he give ain't it. Mimi doing her thing. So now what? What he got? R. Kelly in jail. He ain't producing nothing. So what he got going on? Where he got a bag at?
But do he got a right to ask her for spousal support?
I mean, he could try. If he gonna get it, who knows? But
Mary J. husband got it. Didn't Wendy Williams' husband get it too?
Man.
I think Stevie J about to get it.
If he don't go get a job,
he can be a personal trainer. He don't got his body right. Don't stop drinking.
Why do you feel like you deserve spousal support?
Y'all wasn't even married long enough to get spousal support.
What did you help Faith do build for you to feel like you deserve?
That's why I don't think he gonna get it. now you're right. You definitely right. I don't think he gonna get it, man. Stevie J shouldn't ask that girl for no daggone spousal
Like, what did you do to feel like you deserve that? You not getting that Biggie money. You not. Get out of here. How did Faith end up with him anyway?
I don't know. Remember that shit started on Love and Hip Hop.
Well.
So Faith Evans has reportedly settled divorce terms with her estranged husband. Why is he estranged? Stevie J requested spousal support payments from Evans after he filed for divorce. Or did she file for divorce? After filing for divorce from her in 2021, so he filed. And he think he's supposed to get spousal support, and he went to the court system and filed for divorce. Says according to Radar Online, the outlet obtained court documents dated July 3rd, which reportedly stated that Evans informed the court that she has entered into a written agreement with her estranged husband in their divorce. The outlet reported the agreement pertains their property and their marriage of domestic support partnership rights, including support. Additional, So she already about to feed him. Oh God. Oh. Faith got bullied.
He being money hungry, being greedy.
Man, that nigga tripping. I don't know, Stevie J. You can go out and make another hit, I guess. Play the piano. Get in somebody's band. Just be on tour with somebody. All these old ass groups are on tour right now. Just get inside the band and make some money from that way.
Cause she was helping pay child support. Pay his child support.
Well, probably that's why he think he deserves spousal support, because she was doing that.
Man.
You know who Stevie J remind me of? Somebody that's close to you. Your godfather.
Oh. My godfather don't get no spousal support.
Think real hard about him. It ain't about him getting spousal support. Think about it.
Just the stuff that he do, how he is. I mean,
yes. Think about it. Yes.
That's just what it is.
All right, man. Thank y'all.
You got the nerve? Gonna put him in there. He's Stevie J. What? Your uncle Stevie J.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
How?
Mm-hmm.
No, but how?
He out here trying to.
That is not what makes him Stevie J.
What? He out here trying to find him a young Cindy Roney.
No, I'm talking about a womanizer.
Oh, no. What? Oh, what the heck? A womanizer.
Thank you. Stevie J is a womanizer.
I didn't know that was the aspect you was going on. My godfather was a womanizer?
Man, you don't see how your godfather be running through these women.
What?
I gotta stop. You smoking too much weed.
But he don't get nothing off the deal, so that's not a womanizer.
How?
I mean, no. Okay. So where
you know this man longer than me.
Cool.
And I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying.
Cool.
If we looking to compare somebody, stop being a hater. You were trying to throw my uncle in there.
I was thinking as far as like trying to find a young Tenderoni type situation. That's why I said your uncle. I wasn't thinking of the womanizer aspect.
That's spousal support.
No, I thought it was just in general of
No.
different his attributes and stuff. Okay. Until next time, y'all.
Stay off the weed.
What? That ain't got nothing to do with because I was comparing to something
Thank
else.
you for listening to
What did
episode
you be
111
off topic,
of the podcast, man. This ain't no tit for tat. You was wrong this time.
Because I didn't know what you were saying exactly. I was wrong. I just thought we was talking about Stevie J, not the dynamic of him being a womanizer. Whatever.
Clearly you do if you just threw my uncle out there.
I was
when I said,
about
you got the nerve to talk about my godfather, your uncle. So you do give a rat at that. Oh my God, so you.
No, I'm saying how you said that. I should switch it up.
You're a little slow right now. Thank you for listening to episode 111 of the podcast with the wife. Make sure you rate and review the podcast, man. We missed the podcast, so thank you for joining, man. Peace.